So, in the last episode, I did mostly combat. I struggled to get the beads from the imps. I struggled to get the lore runes from both the barbarians and the hill giants. I didn't eat a single thing, and upon reflection, I think I got way too excited over leather chaps from a beginner clue scroll. So, with that in mind, I'm going to give you the opportunity to say whether I'm doing well or not. I did buy as many lore runes as I possibly could in the last episode, meaning that I was poor. So, I've done a bit of combat against the imps to kind of replenish my cast stack. I also did the stronghold of security, which I still haven't eaten. I don't know why that seems like an accomplishment to me, but it is. You know, let's see how far I can actually get without eating. So I feel like I'm going to take a step back from doing combat for the moment and actually do something else. And I want to do some quests, but I have been told repeatedly over and over and over again that quests in terms of dialogue and storylines for this game is absolutely fantastic, and I shouldn't just disregard it. So with that in mind, I've decided that I'm going to be doing I'm going to go through all of the dialogue in quests, but I know for a fact that's not going to be appealing for everyone, because people who've been playing this game for many years know this game inside and out. They're not going to want me to go through every single bit of dialogue. So to kind of combat this, what I've decided to do is record the quests separately and upload the quests separately. So people who want the opportunity to go through the quests in its entirety with me have the ability to do so, and people who don't, well, don't. So I think that's how I'm going to be doing it. Now, because I am a free-to-play player, I have decided that I believe everyone should do free-to-play quests themselves. So with that in mind, I've decided that I'm going to be recording 5 quests. Those being Prince Ali Rescue, X Marks the Spot, Rune Mysteries, Demon Slayer and Dragon Slayer 1, and I'm only going to be recording those because they are part of a series of quests. No other reason, just those I'm going to be recording and uploading separately. And during this series, I'll just put a little bit of a breakdown of what I do in the quest, as maybe a refresher for some people. I'll try and make it as entertaining possible, maybe put some snippets in there, probably some funny moments, I don't know, we'll have to see. But essentially, I think I am about ready to do some quests.
So I'm not gonna lie to you, Kat is kind of bad at describing the quests. Hi, by the way, it's me, the editor. So I'll be taking over from here, Kat. Don't even worry about it. So, the cook's assistant. We begin by Thank you, Kat, for sending me the wrong script. You begin by talking to the Lumbridge cook, who mentioned it is the Duke of Lumbridge's birthday today. However, being incompetent, he has forgotten to buy the ingredients to bake the Duke a cake. He tasks us to get the ingredients: a bucket of milk, an egg, and a pot of flour. Upon receiving the items, he thanks us. Quest completed. The Restless Ghost Quest. You talk to Father Eric and ask him if he needs help. He'll tell you to talk to Father Ernie about getting rid of ghosts. Father Ernie won't leave his home, but gives you an amulet of ghost speak. You talk to the ghost, who tells you a warlock stole his skull, and he just wants it back. So after retrieving the skull and placing it back into the coffin, the ghost is now laid to rest, and quest completed. Sheep Shearer. Fred the farmer just wants help shearing his sheep and spinning the wool. He asks you to bring him 20 balls of wool to him. That's it. Easy quest. Done. Romeo and Juliet. We speak to Romeo, who rambles about his love for Juliet. After we ask if we can help, he requests us to speak to her. We speak to Juliet, who gives us a letter to give to Romeo, essentially saying her father doesn't approve of them together and will kill him if he sees him again. Romeo, with our help, tells us to speak to her father, Lawrence. Upon speaking to Lawrence, he tells us about a cadaver potion that will make Juliet appear dead. Then all Romeo needs to do is steal her from the crypt afterwards. We speak to the apothecary about making a cadaver potion and explains he had all the ingredients barring the cadaver berries. Once we bring him some, he makes us the potion. We give it to Juliet, she dies. We go to the crypt with Romeo, and instantly after seeing Juliet's cousin, he forgets all about Juliet. Quest complete. Ernest the Chicken. You start by talking to Veronica outside Drainer Manor. Basically, her and her fiance got lost, and he went in about an hour ago to ask for directions but hasn't come back. So our mission is to bring him back. We go inside and speak with Professor Odenstein, who has turned Ernest into a chicken after he was helping him with an experiment. He says he can change him back, but he needs the parts that the poltergeists have hidden around the manor. So after getting a pressure gauge, a rubber tube, and an oil can, we speak to Odenstein again, who changes Ernest back into a human, and quest complete. Vampire Slayer. We speak to Morgan in Draenor Village. He tells us there's a vampire causing distress to the villagers and wants us to kill it. He tells us we need to talk to Dr. Harlow. We speak with him, and upon giving him a drink, he gives us a stake to use to kill the vampire. Now let's watch Kat as she destroys this vampire. Riveting stuff! Imp Catcher. We speak to Wizard Mizgog and ask if he needs our help because at this point everyone does. He tells us that Wizard Greyzag's imps have stolen his precious beads and wants us to get them back for him. Once we give him his beads back, we complete the quest. Doric's quest. You ask Doric if you can use his anvil, however he wants something in return. He's manufacturing pickaxes and all he wants is some materials in return. 6 clay, 4 copper ores, and 2 iron ores. Once you give him the materials, he will allow you to use the anvil whenever you like. 1 quest point, 1.3 thousand mining XP, and 180 coins. Goblin Diplomacy. You speak to Genital Warfare- General Wartface, who says the goblin race is on the brink of a civil war over their armor color. Some want orange, then blue, then back to brown. After giving them their original armor, they are happy. Quest complete. Below Ice Mountain. You start by speaking to Willow. She is a self-proclaimed archaeologist and has discovered a set of doors beneath a ton of rocks. She asks us to convince her old excavation team to help her since they'd had a falling out with her. However, she can't do it due to worrying another team might discover it while she is gone. So off we pop, convincing all 3 to come on board. However, when we do, twist! Willow reveals they are actually grave robbers hoping to find valuable loot. About to kill us, Burnt Off accidentally sets off a trap, awakening an ancient guardian. All 4 members flee, leaving us to deal with the golem. Destroying it completes the quest. Hey Kat, consider this payment for making me do the voiceovers. Hey you! Go check out the description. My channel link is down there, and while I don't do RuneScape, I stream a lot and think you'll enjoy it. Alright, bye for now! Mistalin Mysteries. So, I'm not gonna lie to you, Kat really did not give me much to work with, but let's just go with what she's given us. Abigail seeks our help for her injured boyfriend, Huey. You need to stop a cryptic killer before their friends suffer a similar fate. And all she gave me was that she hated the quest, so here's her completed the quest. The Witch's Potion. You talk to Hetty about learning more about the black arts. She tells you about a potion she is making, but wants some ingredients to finish it. Rat's tail, eye of newt, burnt meat, and an onion. Once you get these, you speak to Hetty who tells you to drink the potion. And quest complete. Black Knight's Fortress. We speak with Sir Amic Vars. He needs us to spy on the Black Knights for him at their fortress. Find out what their new weapon is and destroy it. So after making it to the fortress, I used Quest Helper to direct our way through since I got lost. And we listened to a conversation between the Black Knight captain, a witch, and a goblin. Which, it sounds like a start of a bad joke. After a while, you find a wall and pushing on it reveals a hole. Putting the cabbage in, you destroy the weapon and return to Sir Amic Vars to say we sabotage the weapon and it's done. Quest complete. Hold on, so you're telling me you put a cabbage in the weapon and that destroys it? Huh? The Knight's Sword. You talk to the squire in Falador who has lost Sir Vivian's sword and wants you to help replace it. You make a red berry pie to give to Thurgo. He will help you make a sword, but he needs a picture of it. You get a picture of it and show him and says he'll do it, but you need to get the materials for it. Once you get the materials, he makes you the sword and you hand the squire the sword and quest complete. Pirate's Treasure. Redbeard Frank just wants you to get him some Caramian rum. The idea is to go to Caramian and sneak out the rum in a crate of bananas as the officers won't allow it off the island. Maybe they should just put some import tax on it, but we do that. Ask for a job at the fishing shop in Port Sarim, grab the rum from the crate and give it to him. He gives us the location of Pirate Treasure and quest complete. Corsair Cove. Essentially, this quest is a test of endurance, running around or walking around because as Kat likes to tell me, running energy sucks, but you're tasked to find out what is happening to the crew, why people are getting sick, Everyone thinks it's a curse, but it's because Ichoi was poisoning the crew. You kill him, and after talking to the captain of the Corsairs, you complete the quest. Shields of Arav. So this requires 2 people. So we talk to Reldo and ask for a quest. He says there's a book that I should find, and we find it in the library. Afterwards, we speak to him again after reading the book, and tells us that we should talk to Barak about finding the whereabouts of the Phoenix Gang. After bribing him with 20 coins, he tells us where it is. We go there, and we speak to Straven, who won't let us join until we kill Johnny the Beard, for his intel report. After we kill him, we give the report to Straven, who makes us a member. Entering the hideout, we search a chest for one of the halves of the Shield of Arav. We take our half shield to the curator of the Varric Museum, and make him write 2 copies of half the certificate. And we trade the other half with our partner, and they give us their half to make a full certificate. Then we speak to King Ronald, who rewards you, and quest complete.
So, Ruins of Camdozel. I love it here. This is my favourite place in free-to-play, as I tend to get bored of a skill somewhat quickly, and it means that I can go somewhere close by and do another skill, because you can basically grind mining, smithing, fishing, cooking, and even prayer here. Now, I did grind up to level 14 smithing just so that I can open the Baronite deposits, and the idea is to kind of buy the stuff from Ramano's shop in terms of doing mining first, which boosts the amount of shards that I get, then do fishing and preparation and stuff like that. So this is what I am currently wearing. Not that great. I did a couple of skills. Got level 40 in mining, which is good. 29 in smithing, 34 in fishing, 35 in cooking. And I did also get to level 21 prayer. So things are doing alright. And I have decided that I think it might be best to just bite the bullet and just start kind of eating food, because what I want to do is I want to go against goblins, because currently my attack is 26, my strength is 20, my defense is 24, so I'm gonna need to kind of get those up. So I'm gonna probably grind these guys until like level, I don't know, 40 in each or something like that, and then probably do the exact same thing with magic, but I might just go to Falador, go against the imps, get some gold there. So yeah. Okay, so I've done 17 of the free-to-play quests. Now, the last 5 are going to be the ones that I will be recording and uploading to my channel, which means that during my series, that means that I get to show you video of me doing certain things. And I had my editor basically go through a little bit of the description. I didn't do it too well for the free-to-play quests, but I will make more of an effort from this point on. So if you like my editor going through the description of the quest, then let me know and I'll just get her to do it from this point on. But essentially what I wanted to point out is that at the moment this is currently my stats: 40 attack, strength, defense, none in ranged, which I will do some in range. I got 37 prayer, 41 magic, 41 hit points. Yeah, I looked at my gear and then thought, well, even though I should feel confident going against Elvarg, I don't. Like, the shield doesn't matter. I get an anti-dragonfire shield or whatever it's called during Dragon Slayer 1. But everything else, I just don't feel confident. So I think between episodes, I will be grinding out some combat levels. So specifically attack, strength, defense. I'll even do some range levels, prayer and magic, and hit points. Those are going to be mostly the stats that I will do whilst between episodes. So you can see I've got a total of 414 total levels. That might be close to 500, especially with range, because I can level up range relatively quickly. But I just wanted to point that out before you get to next episode and you're like, why have you got like 100 total levels more than you did in episode 2. Seems a bit weird. But I will kind of try and keep it around the combat aspect in terms of leveling, because combat takes like so long to level. It's just insane. Yeah, I think for next episode we're going to do the 5 other free-to-play quests. And maybe I'll even become a member in the next episode. The idea is to just do Dragon Slayer 1, and if I manage to do Dragon Slayer 1 and buy the rune plate body, that's when I will finally become a member. But until then, I'm just kind of having fun as a free-to-play, and knowing that I can actually do this, do Dragon Slayer 1 as a free-to-play, as a bronzeman, is kind of cool to think about. So thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.